Hey friends, family, world, Luke here with another travel video. For those of you unfamiliar, I make weekly travel videos every Thursday about the different places that we visit. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Today, I want to talk to you guys about a trip that we made to the southwest of Ireland, particularly Killarney and the Ring of Kerry. We drove down to Killarney with our friend from Belfast over St. Patrick's Day weekend. Killarney is a great park even just to drive through. We took what's called the N71 road and took plenty of pictures at stops along the way. At one point we drove past these old castle ruins that were just there on the side of the road and decided to check them out. Another one of those things that is quintessential Ireland, just finding random castle ruins on the side of the road. This road is also notable because it happens to be part of the Ring of Kerry scenic drive. Because the weather was a bit rainy and the forecast for Sunday was looking a lot brighter, we decided to take it easy and head to a town called Kenmare, which is a cute little Irish town with lots of charm. The sun started coming out and we headed to Cromwell's Bridge. Definitely a cute little picturesque area to stop for a picture or two. After this, we headed to an area that Tyler randomly found on a Killarney website to what's called Uragh Stone Circle. As we've come to learn, Ireland has a lot of stone circles. We think they're so cool, especially when you take into account some of the dramatic landscapes that they're surrounded by. This particular stone circle probably had some of the most dramatic scenery surrounding it that we have seen so far in Ireland or anywhere else. Such a fun treat. After this, we headed back towards Killarney National Park and did some more stops along the N71, including what's called Ladies View, which gives you an excellent view of what's called the Gap of Dunloe, as well as some of the lakes of Killarney. A great spot to take in the beauty and splendor of Killarney National Park. After this, we headed to what's called Muckross Abbey, which we loved walking around and exploring all to ourselves. This abbey had lots of fun little ancient corridors and cloisters, and even a large tree in the middle of it. Definitely a fun place to explore and just imagine what it looked like all the years ago that it was built. The next day was Sunday, and was St. Patrick's Day. We decided to use this time to tackle the entire Ring of Kerry. This is definitely not a short drive and is not for people to do all in one day if you are not someone who enjoys driving. But we were in luck in that it was a sunny day and it was really pleasant to drive around. We headed to what I would consider the highlight of all of the Ring of Kerry, to what's called the Gap of Dunloe. If you're pressed for time or just don't want to do the entirety of the Ring of Kerry, the Gap of Dunloe is a great place to consider because in my mind, it really has all of the best qualities of the Ring of Kerry in a smaller space. The drive up is so amazing, and I would say one of my favorite experiences my whole time I've been in Ireland. The Ring of Kerry is great to drive and stop at your leisure. There are lots of different archaeological sites and coastal areas to enjoy. Near the end of our day, we headed to Rossbeigh Beach, which we would have to say is probably one of our favorite beaches in all of Ireland. It's surrounded by mountains on either side and has lovely sand dunes to climb. All in all, such a great atmosphere. Last but not least, we took a detour around Lough Caragh for beautiful lake views. Our last day was saved mostly for driving back home to Belfast, but we did manage to stop at a couple places in Killarney before making the long trek. The first of which was Torc Waterfall, which included a really pleasant walk through heavily mossed forested area. This gave us serious flashbacks to when we lived in the Pacific Northwest, and definitely left us feeling sentimental. So that is our video of Killarney and the Ring of Kerry. We cannot stress enough how awesome this area is. If you want a less crowded, more intimate experience with this region, I would definitely recommend visiting more during the shoulder season. So I hope you liked our video, and be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. If you haven't already, also check out our website at lukeandtyler.com for further details of this trip as well as other vacations that we take. Stay tuned for our next video in Northern Ireland, including the Giant's Causeway, the Mourne Mountains, and Derry. See you then. Bye.